YouTube is LMERicoTv, man. I'm back with another video, man. Y'all see what we got going on. Lil Durk taken down by the feds, accused of slaughter for Vaughn by paying for murder. So you guys already know what time it is. If you're brand new to the channel or you've been watching videos on the channel but not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right now. As y'all see, I'm on the grind to 7K, and hopefully I'll hit that very soon. And also don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. With that said, man, we're gonna go ahead and get this video started now.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, but I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, y'all see the title. But before we get into it, keep in mind everything I'm about to speak on is alleged by the feds. Now let's get into it.
I'm saying though, they got 63rd niggas, some dirty ass niggas, man.
We've been ready. On 6-0, we've been ready to put another nigga, under,
And these King Von edits on TikTok was going crazy. Like literally all these stories that was told by different people, it's just wild, bro. That don't make no sense for real. But we're gonna get back to the vids.
Quando's a little boy. I used to have him like this, saying fuck 63rd, me and Vaughn. There's video of this? Google it. They be saying slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Thursday, October 24th, 2024, Chicago rapper Dirk Banks, aka Lil Durk, was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals in Broward County, Florida, on one charge of murder for hire.
This is still crazy. Like, was not expecting this.
Charging 5 Chicago men with the 2020 broad day murder of 24-year-old Savia Robinson, who was more commonly known as Lil Pab, the cousin of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo.
See all that broken glass there? That's where the Escalade is parked. They're getting gas when all of a sudden the windows are blown out by gunfire. They're under attack by bullets flying all over the place. To the left, Mike, you'll give you a look. See all those white evidence markers on the ground? Each one of those is by a shell casing. Gives you an idea how many rounds are fired. Police say in that alleyway, the white vehicle pulls up, 3 men get out, and they start firing at will, blasting away, targeting that black SUV, the rapper and his second person inside. Once that SUV is hit by the gunfire, they take off. They hit the...
It's crazy. Like, just imagine you literally with your friends, family, whatever, you just chilling. You ain't really expecting nothing to really happen. Like, you in Cali, you ain't really expecting nothing like this to just happen just that fast. Everything flipped. I know that whole scene is just straight out of a movie type shit.
Gas, and they drive a few blocks away into West Hollywood. They wind up stopping over at Santa Monica and San Vicente, right in the very heart of West Hollywood. They pull over there because the wounds to the man who was hit inside the Escalade too severe. He's bleeding. They pull over. 911 is called. Paramedics rush in. They take the injured man who's hit by gunfire to the ER. He does not make it, does not survive.
Of the 5 men indicted, Didi, Vonnie, and Boogie would be identified as members or associates of OTF, a record label formed in 2010 by Lil Durk. The indictment would state on November 6, 2020, Davon Bennett, aka King Von, a high-ranking member of OTF, got into a physical altercation with Taekwon Bowman, aka Quando Rondo, at a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. During the fight, an associate of Quando named Lil Tim pulled out a gun and shot Von multiple times, killing him. After the murder, a man only identified as co-conspirator 1 made it clear to OTF Didi and 3 other unnamed men that he would pay a bounty to anyone who took part in killing Quando for his role in Von's death. He'd communicate this hit in coded language. OTF Didi, the cousin of Lil Durk, would double down, offering anyone responsible for Quando's death lucrative music opportunities on top of the money being promised. 2 years later, it was now August 18th, 2022. The conspirators learned that Quando was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. OTF Didi would recruit 2 gang members from Chicago that were unaffiliated with OTF, named Flocka and Brown Eyes. Didi would have co-conspirator 3 purchased them tickets from Chicago to San Diego by using an OTF credit card. Didi would confirm all three of them had the same airline tickets and would send a message on Instagram saying, "On my way to LA." Didi and another OTF associate known as Boogie would travel with Flocka, Brown Eyes, and a man only known as co-conspirator number 2 from Chicago to San Diego with the plan to kill Quando Rondo. That same day, OTF Vonnie traveled.
I felt like they low-key tried to throw stuff off by going to San Diego because LA is still, I don't know how many hours away from San Diego, but I know it's still a decent little drive or whatever. I felt like they low-key tried to throw them off by going there first so they can't say, oh, y'all directly flew into LA to make sure this happened. So I don't know, y'all can go from there on pretty much how y'all would think that would end type shit. But that's just how I would think it pretty much they trying to make everything seem like, oh no, we flew into San Diego. We ain't really got nothing going on for real over there in LA. So they just pretty much trying to make it seem like they was doing something else on the different side of Cali for real. So other than that, let's get back to the video.
From Miami
I
to
could be
LA
wrong though.
to facilitate the hit. Vonnie, who could be seen shopping at Icebox with King Von back in 2020, would be seen shopping again, but this time obtaining cars, ski masks, and guns for the hit team. Landing in San Diego, Didi and his team would drive to Los Angeles County, meeting up with Vonnie, who purchased full black ski masks from a sporting goods store in Los Angeles County using cash. Once again using an OTF credit card, Vonnie would book a hotel room at the Universal City Hotel. Vonnie would provide the hit team with guns, including a 10mm Glock.
It's just crazy too that they use an actual credit card linked to they people pretty much, mainly Lil Durk, and you already know who pretty much is the big cash cow of everybody in OTF. So it was just crazy that they risked using that credit card like that, knowing that if anything possibly come back linked to them in this whole situation, Lil Durk was gonna be one of the main people in the limelight of it. So other than that, let's get back to the vid.
The switch. He'd also provide a white BMW and a white Infiniti with a fake license plate. With no time to waste, the hit team would get right to work, traveling to Quando's hotel to find, track, and kill him. But they'd have no luck. It wouldn't be until the next day they'd spot Quando's black Escalade. They'd follow Quando to a marijuana dispensary and then a clothing store, waiting for the right moment to strike. The feds were able to pull surveillance photos of the two vehicles tracking the Escalade, which eventually pulled into a gas station. We'll never know the conversation that took place inside of that car, but they decided at that moment it was time to take action. Boogie would park inside an alley next to the gas station.
It looked like as soon as they got out the car too,
ambushing the Escalade and opening fire. Quando Rondo was inside of the vehicle.
As a doctor, Arizona's abortion
it looked like
ban
as soon as whoever was getting out the Escalade at the time, that's right exactly when that all happened. That's crazy.
Lil Pab had
Out
been
of a
standing
movie.
next to it outside. Bullets would shatter glass, pierce metal, and push through flesh, leaving Pab on the ground as the shooters fled. Now dying, Pab would be placed back inside of the Escalade as they drove off, only making it less than a mile away before flagging down the police. CPR would fail, and Quando would be left screaming out as he just witnessed his cousin get gunned down the same way the world witnessed King Von go out. By now, the shooters had fled in the getaway vehicle, later traveling to a burger restaurant to discuss payment. The shooters would be driven back down to San Diego and flown back to Chicago that same night, with OTF Didi paying the shooters an undisclosed amount on behalf of co-conspirator number 1. With his arrest being announced, it's believed none other than Lil Durk will soon be identified as co-conspirator 1 and held responsible by the federal government for having members of OTF recruit a hit team, travel across state lines, and commit murder for hire. Under federal law, this would mean Lil Durk is possibly facing federal execution, as the death penalty may apply. If sought by federal prosecutors, the only way to escape federal death would be by taking a plea deal for a life sentence in federal prison. Since the death of King Von, Durk would be consistently trolled online by 3 words: slide for Von.
Every time Durk says something online, you got all these fans and trolls telling him to, you know, slide for Von.
King Von got killed, and
y'all already know how social media go, man. They live for people to crash out. They want to see people do shit that they themselves possibly wouldn't even do for real, just to get something to talk about. So then when that person do go ahead and do what they said that they wouldn't do, now they'll be the main one saying, oh, he was dumb for doing that. He should have never did that. I don't know why he listened to us or anybody that told him to do that. So it's just crazy, bro. The social media literally will kind of influence a lot of what's going on for real behind these situations. So it's just wild, bro. But we're gonna get back to this vid.
Lil Durk didn't slide for Von, which is like a meme online, and they're like, we like Young Boy because, you know, like these kids like really believe that they're a part of
don't
these
even
real
know
situations.
These people for real.
And these kids are out here just saying this shit like
Von died. So I don't know no politics. And listen,
Why is this nigga not sliding on the
well,
nigga?
how you know what they doing? Just because it ain't publicized.
I ain't gonna lie, the quiet that happened right after that though, hell no. Cause he know damn well, it's like, yeah, how you really know what's really going on if you ain't around that person for real? You can't really say, oh, they ain't doing this and doing that, cause y'all not around that person for real. So that's like I said, social media, they be wanting shit to happen, but they don't even know these people for real. It's crazy out here.
And listen,
Why is this nigga not sliding on the
well,
nigga?
how you know what they doing? Just because it ain't publicized.
Those 3 words would gain
Exactly.
hundreds of thousands
Everything
of views,
ain't meant to be
and Trap Lord
publicized,
Ross
for
would
real,
even
for real.
document multiple attempts made on Quando's life since Von's death in a video titled Sliding for Von. With College Kid breaking the news of the 5 men indicted for the murder of Lil Pab, he'd include a clip of No Jumper's Break Baby previously speaking on the topic.
Oh yeah,
I
slide for Von.
I thought this was wild too.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, cause
It's like at that point, bro, you should have never said nothing else. Like he literally had chances too to not really say for real what he was thinking. But I'm gonna play it because some of y'all probably didn't even see this part.
wait, no. Like
They
who died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, cause of FVG Cash? Or who?
Nah, cause Lil Pab.
Oh.
See, it's like if Flacco didn't even know what you was talking about, bro, I wouldn't even never had said nothing else after that. You should never even led on to that anyway. Like nothing should have been said about that situation anyway. Cause nobody really would have ever been like, oh, that was Durk and them people when they whole time from Chicago, so they really just went to LA to make this happen. Like nobody was thinking that around that time. Well, me, I would say wasn't even thinking that around that time. But like I said, once he did that, that just made everything look questionable right there. Like, bro, you should never even said nothing if Flacco didn't even know what you was talking about.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term, like no more slide for Von.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though.
Being that this is a federal murder
That was
case,
wild
will
right
likely be pursued as a death penalty case, we can expect this to take years before a final sentence. More details will be coming to light, as well as more arrests, because every unnamed conspirator in this indictment is about to be taken into custody. It's almost guaranteed Durk will not be granted any type of pretrial release, and this could very well be the end of the rapper's career and freedom, an ending almost predicted in his song Redman. Now, like I said in the video, I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This might be the end of Lil Durk.
And some people feel like he literally through his music, like a few songs that's came out over the recent years, had pretty much foreshadowed what's going on now. it's just a whole lot behind this case that we don't really know for sure. That's allegedly right now. So I'm not gonna be that person to make assumptions and say this happened for real, that happened, and that's why this happened. Like, no, I'm not gonna be that person that do that. Y'all figure that out for yourselves, and or just be like me too, just wait until we see how this case really goes. Cause like most people, we not knowing these people for real, to know what's going on behind the scenes, et cetera, to say for sure what they did. So a lot of people feel like I said, the songs foreshadow pretty much what's going on right now. Some people feel like too, he figured out that one of his guys, OTF Jim, pretty much had wore wire for a couple of years since he got out, and they felt like ever since that, he pretty much been doing all of this that pretty much we are now finding out. So a lot of people feel like this is just pretty much what he's been speaking on for real through his music, and it was just only a matter of time. Cause then on top of that, he booked multiple flights out of the country to different locations. So I felt like he definitely at that point had to find out and known that he was pretty much had this case building up against him by the feds, and he knew it was just that time to possibly try to get up out of there. But unfortunately, they figured out where he really was trying to go and shit like that and caught him up in Miami. So here we are now. So this whole case, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy as hell. I just was not expecting this at all type shit. So with that said, y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything so far and go from there. But let's get back to this video because it's almost over.
He just got indicted by the feds for a charge that carries execution. I don't see how he could get a plea. I don't see why they would give him a plea. I don't see how his lawyers, no matter how much money he puts forward, would be able to get him out of this situation. And there's a lot of important things being left out of this. We don't know how the feds found out about that conversation that he allegedly had, or co-conspirator one allegedly had. We don't know the amount of money the shooters were allegedly paid. We don't know a lot of these things because a lot of details have yet to come out, and they're going to. We'll be able to make a better judgment on things as more evidence is released. Obviously, more arrests are going to be made because the other co-conspirators haven't been named because they're not in custody. We're gonna find out
on the run right now too at that shit.
This is gonna get deep. This is gonna play out similar to the O Block FBG Duck case. This is gonna take years to solve, and then all the evidence is gonna be released, the videos, the pictures, everything. But this is a major blow to hip hop. This is a major blow to Chicago, to Lil Durk's fans. Obviously, I'm thrilled about this shit. I'm rocking with anybody that shouts me out in the fucking song. But it's like, damn, motherfucker.
And the crazy thing is, it's real sad but true that in our generation, a lot of our top rap artists that we grew up listening to from junior high to high school up to now, if you in your 20s still type shit, going into your 30s or whatever. But a lot of our artists is pretty much either dead or locked up right now. We only got so many that still actually I consider great music talent right now, still putting out music right now that's not locked up or anything. But like I said, it's only a few that I feel like that's keeping right now everything going for hip hop for real. So other than that, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel down below in the comment section, and don't get it misconstrued that I think this stuff is okay to happen or anything like that, because I'm definitely not saying that at all. It's just, like I said, it's just crazy that this case happened, et cetera, et cetera. So with that said though, man, it's just wild. But other than that, this is pretty much the end of the video, man. Y'all comment down below about everything, how y'all felt about the video, et cetera, et cetera. Also, don't forget to smash that like button. And also, don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. As I said earlier in the video, I'm on the grind to 7K. Hopefully, I'll hit that very soon. So with that said, that's the end of the vid. And I'm going to catch you guys later on with more. So stay tuned. Peace.